YouTube monetization limits content. Let me explain. Before a video can be monetized, you have to follow YouTube's terms of service and community guidelines. Then, to monetize in the partner program, you have to follow YouTube monetization policies and Google AdSense policies. These are a lot of policies to follow. If you want to maximize ad revenue, you have to rate your video's content in 11 different categories. Here are those categories. Each category has 3 options. If your content contains something in the first group, it is generally safe for ads. The first group is kinda like a PG rating. Content that falls under the second or third option has limited ads. Content that could be categorized under the third option is also likely to violate community guidelines and is at a higher risk of removal. The safest video for monetization is one that does not contain anything in any of the categories. This lets you select none of the above, but you can only select this option if it really does contain nothing mentioned in the 11 categories. All these guidelines place limits on the subject matter and visual content. Any content that is only allowed limited ads has a much lower revenue earnings potential. Thus, creators tend to make safe, mainstream content and self-censor. The simplest way to make the most in ad revenue is not to have any content that contains anything in the 11 categories. Here are a few examples of content that only allow limited ads. For example, skyscraper parkour, animal violence in the natural world not caused by humans, so a wild lion hunting a deer, computer-generated nudity, animal mating videos. And this one is oddly specific, a medical professional demonstrating earwax removal or pimple popping with explanations. I'm not sure what somebody did there. Product reviews of or comparison between tobacco products. Here are a few examples of content that cannot have ads. Medical professionals explaining how to perform a specific operation. Animal processing during a hunt. Content that shows gun creation or modification, content which discourages taking a COVID-19 vaccine, or saying human activity is not responsible for climate change. Many of these guidelines really do prevent bad content, but it is sufficiently broad that useful content can be limited too. Medical procedures and scientific research that shows actual demonstrations could fall under shocking content. Maybe conducting a scientific experiment that has a level of danger or showing substances not generally available to the public could be limited under dangerous acts. Or expressing a viewpoint held by a minority of people even runs the risk of being removed. In summary, video monetization puts limits on content creators. This is because advertisers want their products to be seen next to safe, non-controversial material. I can't say much else on the subject as I want to be able to check the none of the above option, but I hope you found that interesting. Thanks for watching.